to this predicament. You guys had come to... Where are we? Luton. With the assumption you were here to murder Seyua Cobb. Given on orders of...
That would be...
What was her name?
Malika? No.
Nalalwe.
Baby.
Oh, I didn't write that down.
Yep. On orders of Nalalwe, after you were caught snooping around and trespassing in East Matlock, and were trying to rescue your friend, Atir.
Who subsequently turned around and fucked the whole party.
So upon your arrival into Luton, you traversed the town and came upon Seyua Cobb kind of running a little admin building in this tent on the edge of town. Looked very makeshift and hastily set up. But you went in anyway to talk to her, and you found out a little more about the predicament that she has been put in, where she's saying that there are monsters invading the realm of, or the kingdom of Stratham up from the south in the Great Badlands, and she's basically been left fighting a war since the fall of the Federation. And when it looked like you were going to strike a mutually beneficial agreement between the two parties, Atir decided he was going to walk around the back and kind of scope the place out and try and snap her neck. Upon grabbing and twisting, she's a small elvish woman. There's question marks there. Tiefling. She's a small tiefling woman. And isn't very large, not very muscular, but for some reason, Atir encountered significant resistance when trying to snap her neck.
I drank my can of piss that morning.
And after...
As he does every day.
After he has attempted the neck jerking... Everybody who's standing in front, so Brood, Hypes, Demi, and Luke Dash, you see her just kind of get this coy smile. And she starts turning her head back towards you guys. Where she says, well, I guess we're doing this now. And Atir, you feel her skin become hard as rock. As you guys watch in front of you, this tiefling woman begin transforming into what is now a copper dragon standing in front of you.
Sweet.
What you've done.
I know what I've done.
It's you and dragons, dude. Every fucking
Damn it,
time
Atir.
you fucking do something, it's a dragon.
Why can she do that? What level is she?
And I'm gonna need you guys to roll initiative.
How could you do that?
What level
I
is
did
she?
not see that coming.
Maybe don't try to snap random necks.
Team.
Maybe you fuck around, thou shalt find out.
15 for Luke Dash, 12 for Atir.
I'd say 1 out of 2.
Because the token set I have has 2. I can rename her if I need to, but
Just making sure there's not a second dragon getting ready to pop out here.
you don't know that there is or there isn't. Nobody has strong enough perception to check. 2 for Brood. Hypes.
all die and leave me as like a necromancer, I'm gonna combine all of your.
have to be here for that.
I need you to roll initiative too, babe. Oh, what did you say?
I didn't tell you anything. Thought that's how everybody does it.
It was not 4. Brandon, is that your 12 initiative?
Yeah, I said 12.
I mean, surely she's a little in it. Since she can't fight. This tent's burning down is what I'm trying. Fighting a dragon inside a tent. It's gonna.
So as she begins transforming in your arms, Atir, you are forced to relinquish your grasp upon her as she pretend like she is half standing on the table and half on the ground, but I can't really make her do that. She's also gigantic. There we go.
Perfect.
Lugdash, you are up first, seeing this sweet little tiefling lady turn into this copper-colored dragon in front of your eyes. What are you doing?
Run.
Nice.
Where do you run to?
I'm retreating as close to the door as I can.
Okay, so from here you've got... Where's my measuring tool? It's 40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 puts you here. 40 is out the door, and then you could dash if you're trying to full retreat.
I'm just getting as far away from that thing as I can. But I mean, within reason. So just out the door is fine.
Okay, you still have your action available. Do you want to ready it in case somebody comes out towards you or anything?
I cry. Yes, I will ready my sword.
Okay, Lugdash, your trusty, large barbarian friend immediately cuts tail and turns and runs. And as he does that, Seyua looks as he's running away and says, "Oh no, I don't think so." And you see her mouth open up where this green bubbling ooze starts forming at the back of her throat as she spits this line of green fluid. And I need Brood, Nakama, Hypes, and Lugdash to all make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Was that because I retreated?
No, but it brought you into her line of fire.
Gadio.
So that was dex saving throw?
Yes.
17.
Get a D20.
It's a D20 plus your dexterity saving throw modifier. And
20.
natural 20.
So I'll come a mile away.
And I don't have 9 dice, so I will roll this on the table.
D3s.
23.
23, and I need a roll for Nakama, Hypes. Yes. Yeah, you use his dexterity saving modifier.
That's power. Rolls out.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Got a 3.
3. So as Lugdash hypes and Brood, you see her kind of charge this up. You're consciously thinking, oh, I need to get out of the way of this, and you sidestep just before the acid hits in front of you, this ooze. Nakama is not so fortunate. You each take 20 points of acid damage. Nakama takes 40.
Literally and figuratively.
By the way, he takes. You also take damage. You take half damage. You still take half damage.
I just blew that acid right off, man.
Nakama takes his turn with you, by the way. Same, shares your initiative, just to make it easier. As she says, after she spits this out, I didn't think we would be meeting so soon like this. But I guess this will be the end of your little band of pirates. And that will conclude her turn. She's going to position herself more on top of the table now. As a tier, you are up, and Hypes, you're on deck.
I would. I'm just gonna. And I'm gonna use my flirt.
Okay, go ahead and roll for an attack. Or however many attacks you have for Flurry of Blows.
After you take the attack action,
Okay.
my first one. Got 9, 17, and 13.
17 hits.
No, 9, 7.
9, 7, and 13. All three of yours attacks miss. As you line up to hit her from behind. You do have advantage on these, actually, because you are flanking with Brood. So we'll do 9 and 7 for your first one missing.
Third one hitting.
No. You roll 3 more times. You get advantage on each of the attacks because you are flanking with Brood.
That's just
9, 14, and 15.
9, 14, and 15. All three of your attacks, while you think you're striking gold, there's no pun intended there. You think you're striking gold by being able to punch her from behind in the leg. Her armor feels a little tougher than you expected it to be.
so weird.
Or her skin feels a little tougher than you expected it to be. And you don't feel like any of your attacks actually did anything of note other than touch her. Would you like to move?
Nope. Stay.
All right, Hypes, you are up with the
Screen as I see Blue Dash running. We'll see. And then,
What? Sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what is our actual purpose of fighting this? Like, why? What incentive? What incentive do we have other than a dragon just popped up and now we have to fight this thing?
Because basically we tried to snap its neck due to stupid decisions that this party
I
takes.
think
This
now
party,
it's,
that was me.
Yeah, well,
I think
you know,
we're fighting for our.
yeah. At
if
this
we
point, it's
don't
kind of like,
fight-
oh, okay. I don't know if we could have just tried to like kneel before it and say we're sorry. Kind of like the idea of running as well. So, even though I said pussy, I am also going to instruct Nakama and I to dip sack. So I'm gonna mount Nakama. Actually, Nakama's. So I'm going to carry Nakama. No, he's probably good. I'm gonna retreat. Faces. 5.
Each square is 5 feet, yes. You have a speed of 25.
So I'm gonna be right.
I don't.
Did that guard get hit, by the way?
The guard did not get hit because the angle was kind of, yeah, whatever. We'll let him get hit. I don't know how much health he has.
I'm kind of curious to know. That's why I was asking.
Now, Michael, because we're in a fight, using pass without a trace wouldn't do anything.
No, she already knows where you're at. You can sneak at the end of your turn after you get out of sight.
Am I technically out of sight? Being behind that stuff there?
Yes, you've broken line of sight.
I go ahead and sneak.
Sure, make a stealth check. Actually, I think you just are now hidden from view in our sneaking.
Okay, well, I got a 19.
Okay.
Transform into a horse and blend into the background.
Why?
Oh, hey, what are you doing there?
He died. His face has melted off.
Is that a 20 or a 40?
You won't know if he succeeded or failed. It didn't look like he was moving quick enough to jump out of the way, but you weren't exactly being able to tell because you were busy doing something else. Hypes, does that end your turn? Hypes,
Yeah, sorry, what?
does that end your turn?
I would also like to make Nakama stealth as
Okay, so you guys are sneaking. Okay.
very, very sneaky.
Demi, you are on deck. I will stream for you since you seem to not be able.
Anybody that can't do anything.
Okay, do you want to just roll over here then?
I don't even know what's happening. Hear anybody?
Troubleshoot Jessica's audio problems.
It's not audio. It's everything.
No, it's okay. I thought the silence was waiting on me to look at something. I'm like, come on, say my name.
No, we're trying to troubleshoot Jessica's stuff. Can you hear now or no?
Yes, I can hear, but I can't do both. I can't do the tabletop and do that.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what else left.
You are right here. This little purple one. You have watched the lady in front of you transform into a dragon, spit acid at your friends, 2 of which have turned and ran. 1 person has had their entire face melted off and has turned into a lump on the floor. The guard who was standing at the door. Demi has also decided to abandon ship. Would you like to cast a spell or anything while you're running out? You can double your running speed if you don't feel like casting something. Demi has also abandoned ship.
Do you think we're gonna fight a copper dragon? Yes. There's no one in this party that has an acid spell. No one in this party that has lightning. Plus, I don't even know if that would work. I was thinking like science.
I have an
Like the only thing I could think of is when it's a copper dragon, we could just cast a bunch of water on it.
Oxidizer.
And then just fucking,
We can hear you.
into the
Brandon's just
fucking
not
Statue
listening
of
to you.
Liberty.
Here, try it. Come on.
Dude, I'm bailing, dude.
You group rolling these guys?
Yes, I am group rolling these guys who are watching what they thought was this tiefling in front of them turn into a dragon. They want nothing to do with this, and this guy dies, trying to run away.
Should have just banded everybody together there. Like it's a fucking dragon.
So Brood, you are up. Luke Dash, you are on deck.
So these guards are not advancing on us, they're running away from the dragon.
They watched their companion have his face melted off. They all looked at each other, screamed, and have begun screaming and exiting as fast as they can, trying to get away as quickly as they can.
Oh yeah.
My location and proximity to the copper dragon.
Yes.
I can run that. Because we're looking at a 30 feet walking space. That's a door. I'm
Are
still
you
within
also at
range.
risk of attack of opportunity?
My what?
You're at risk of attack of opportunity.
You are at risk for a attack of opportunity unless you take the disengage action.
Disengage action?
Yes, so you forego your action this turn to be able to move away from the dragon without being at risk for getting hit by an attack of opportunity.
But I forego.
Yes.
Should move.
I don't know. I'm telling you that's what you
I'm gonna gauge
Okay.
5. I'm going die. Try to crawl under the curtain to get out from. Try to crawl around is and scurry my way out.
Scurry under the fucking tent.
Yeah, like not go for the door. I'm trying to dive and dive bomb where I see light peeking through.
say that the tent was kind of hasty.
I did. As you dive to the edge of the canvas, you try and crawl under it, but you realize very quickly it is very taut. How are you trying to get out knowing that you have already used your action?
How am I trying to get out?
Yes.
I'm like, like when a cat breaks their bone, eats something, and I'm like,
You're just going to try and straight crawl under it.
yeah, I'm like army man, like shoving my face in the dirt.
Shaking at it with your hand.
Yo, this is all survival.
Make an acrobatics check. I'm,
One.
it is not. Get out of here. As you dive down, you now lie prone and are able to crawl to the other side of the barrier. Barely. You are outside of the tent now.
Look at Tyr.
Close the doors. Close the doors.
Luke Dash, you are up with Seyua on deck.
Team consensus here. What's the game plan?
Somebody
Look,
blind it.
This
then
yeah,
we run
this
for the
thing.
hills.
No. Somebody blind it. And then Brandon does water spell. I've got a spell I want to try to use.
So we were just kind of retreating there. We still want to fight this thing, is kind of what everyone's saying.
No, I don't want to fight it at all.
Run!
I feel like it's gonna come after us.
Run!
I don't
feel
feel like we
like
can run.
I put us in a. It's a dragon that.
Don't really run from a dragon.
I mean, it is easier to fight out in the open. It's kind of a thing, right?
Michael, question.
Yes.
This place where we're at, is it loaded with other soldiers? Beyond this?
No, this was, as you noticed coming into the town, there was a lot of people, and there seemed to be a military presence around this area, but it was really, really localized into this specific building. There was the guards around, and her, and then there was that one other like captain who had come in and subsequently left before this all started.
So this tent's like 100 feet. This dragon's like 40 feet. Like it's not busting out of the seams of this tent, realistically. Basically,
She's
I don't know,
filling up
if we
most
move
of the
up
space.
to
This is as 2 scale as I can get.
Yeah, so like basically, if we get it out into the open, it'll be exposed for what it is, right? So like, my thought is like we keep running and we try to expose. There's no place the dragon realistically hide. They would have to like kill. That'll be a
And usually the versus dragon.
Thinking we'll hide among citizens and let everyone die. Okay. So yeah, I mean, with that same thought, I'm gonna move out into the open just a little bit more. Yeah.
There's 20 of your 40.
Wait, Blue Dash.
Yes. Talk to me, Hypes. And it is?
What if hit down all these ropes around this tent
Collapse the tent.
and collapse the tent on it?
Okay, I'm in, dude. I'm inside. If me and a couple of guards get fucked.
You know what I mean? We collapse the tent. That might buy us a little bit more time to either 1, think of something to do, or 2, get the fuck out of Dodge.
He's yelling at me. It takes.
He's close enough to me, and I'm stealth, so I'm like, hey. And I'm like pointing at the fucking ropes. You know what I mean? I'm like, no,
I don't know what knocking the tent down's gonna do. It looks pretty stout with the ginormous telephone poles. I think my game plan, just pull back out into the open here, spread out, and attack it from all angles. So I retreat again, and I I still have my weapon ready. Expert.
I think I grabbed a guard.
It's okay. They're scattered and running. It doesn't matter. As your party has left you, Atir.
Yep.
Seyua turns to you and says, "Your little family is not long for this world." And she's going to take 1 bite and 2 claw attacks at you.
What did she say to me?
I'm assuming everything north of a 20 hits you. Okay. Hold, please.
So, can I use dodge?
Dodge, I believe, is an action on your turn that you take.
Yep.
Yep.
See that.
Shit! I dropped the dice. Oh, there it is. You take from the first bite attack. She takes her jaws and snaps at you. You take 4, 8, 11 points of piercing damage.
For a big ass dragon.
And then with her first claw swipe, you take 9 points of slashing, and the second claw attack that comes in, you take an additional 11 points of slashing damage. As she bites at your head from on top of the table and then slashes at you with both of her claws.
I would like to use a reaction,
Okay?
and I would like to use hellish rebuke on her.
Okay.
So basically, as she's fucking biting me and slashing me, and cast hellish rebuke.
Okay. What does Hellish Rebuke do?
It is a one reaction with taken response to being damaged by a creature. 60 feet. See? Point your finger at the creature that damaged you. Surrounded. Hellish. They must take a dexterity.
Dexterity saving throw.
Are you threatening the dragon here?
It's a copper dragon, and it's just a reaction. So
15.
kind of throwing shit out there.
15. Does that save? 15.
Yep. It's,
Which.
so
Just
so
looked it
it
up.
takes. It's gonna take half as much on this. So 22. 11 points.
As the flames engulf her, you see her eyes kind of wince at the burning sensation that she very obviously does feel. And she just kind of gives you this like a duelist's nod almost, where like, okay, I see you. Is there anything else? Oh, that is her turn. And she is not going to move. Her quarrel seems to be focused more on you at this point, Atir, but it is now your turn.
All right, so you guys want to take outside here. 10. Pipes and that's
I think all you know left you.
Yeah.
I am gonna use some body as my act. I regain 21 from that. I am going.
Okay. How are you leaving?
Let me it's because I have to. If I get out of her,
She's going to get an attack of opportunity, yes.
right? So if I dodge that attack of opportunity,
Well, you can't dodge, you just used whole of body.
yeah, that is not.
No, but it is your action, and you only get one action per turn.
Yes. Well, I have patient defense, so you can spend 1 key point to take a dodge action.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna spend a point.
Okay.
And I'm gonna dodge. Going to distance away from her.
Okay.
Outside the front gate. The front of the tent.
Till the start. Okay, so she 10. Does a 10 hit you? Okay. And where are you moving to?
How can I rotate to see? Alright. Can I move me? Thank you.
Yep. So you've made it into the doorway
Alright.
as you are running. She takes a swipe at you as you are leaving, but misses and connects with the pole in the middle. And you see, as you are running by, these deep claw marks and gashes in this middle pole now. And Zach, complete your turn.
Yeah, because like a dash to get farther away
Is an additional action, yes.
Right?
Yes, that's an action.
Okay, then, oh,
Hypes, you are up with the soldiers, the guards on deck. Demi coming up after that.
So, first thing I'd like. Wait, hang on. I'm going to run over here, my boy, chop this rope, and I'm gonna. It's 5, 4 slice.
Okay.
We're still in stealth, so
You are still out of her sight. Yes.
still stealth, and I will there.
Okay.
Very quick.
All the guards you see come flying out, ignoring you guys, screaming more. As
What do
the,
they sound like?
ah! This one sees you, Brandon.
Which one?
The one that has turned to run your way. As they are trying to flee the scene, having been from Dragonfall, lived in Dragonfall their whole lives, just as you have, and knowing the history of the dragons in Dragonfall itself, and also not expecting to see them since they have been gone for thousands of years. Allegedly. So Demi is up, and Brood is on deck. This guy. Okay. Brood is, but he is blocked by the tent. So
Good. Then I am going to vitriol here.
vitriolic sphere. Okay, I'm gonna make you have to move this way to see her. And what does the vitriolic sphere do?
Is cast acid streak.
Vitriolic sphere, okay. Alright, so Demi creates this glowing green orb and sends it back to the dragon. As it explodes, what is this guy saved for a 9? I'm assuming 9 fails. And the dragon saves on a 19.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll your damage. Was that 5d4s? Brood, our music is gone. Brood is also gone. 12 damage. You see the acid splash onto the back of this guy, and his armor begins to melt away, and his skin starts bubbling and burning.
Hold on.
It said on a failed save, a creature 10 more.
Oh.
Another
Five.
and next turn.
Oh.
That was only 5.
Oh, okay. Roll another 5. He melts into a pool of nothing as his bones begin melting. His skin has melted off of his bones, and his bones begin melting into nothing in the ground. As you cast this and look at Seyua Cobb in the eyes, as you've casted this right in front of her face, it explodes right in front of her, and it splashes all over her, but that acidic, melting ooze seems to just wash off of her scales like water, and you see her kind of lick her lips and try and like scoop up any that's around on her face as she eats it. She goes, "You silly girl. I am the one who is acidic. Your vitriolic acid does not appear to have any effect on her."
This
says on a successful save, a creature takes half.
Yep.
So
So she actually.
She does not take damage. She did successfully save. She is also an acidic dragon. She is immune to acid damage.
I'm glad you did that, though. Now we know. Beat acid with fire.
To the left.
Back this way.
Scared of fire.
I think you can get to here. You walk 5, 10, 15, 20. There you go. Well, 5. Yeah, I think that's where you go. All right, Brood, you are up. Lugdash, you are on deck.
So, I'm going to make a run. Slice. Here.
Okay.
Slice and immediately, I guess, 30 this way. It's one more. With my, I think I have a with my short sword.
Okay, you slice through the rope easily enough. It's just a makeshift tent. You do see it begin to lean towards you two, but the ropes on the other sides are still holding it up. Lugdash, you are up. Seyua on deck.
Didn't expect that to go so fast.
On point.
Alright, well, I can't make it over there to cut that other one. I'm not fast enough. And I can't do anything because there's not a dragon out here yet, so... I think
Should
I'm-
try and talk to these guys and tell them to make a stand and fight with us. Use that Luke dash charisma.
Brandon, do you have a fire? You make fire?
Yeah, but you're scared of it.
Yeah, I know. But if we trap her in the tent and then set it on fire, fire beats acid.
That's a good idea.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, a spell that I got.
Yeah,
There's 30 feet.
the tier your bait.
I got you.
Um,
Go back in.
You put us
You
into
just
this.
keep punching her, just Mayweather style.
I got this. Alright, DM, I am going to... we're just gonna see... Where was I? Right here?
Yep.
Are you still doing all these blocks are 5s, or
Yes.
are you doing diagonals and stuff?
It's every other diagonal. So the first diagonal's 5, the second one is 10. So it's 5, 15 if you do 2 diagonals.
Okay, so if I go here, we got 35 feet.
You have 5, 15, 20, 30, 35 is right here. Your speed is 40. You can go here. You get to here.
I don't want to run all the way over there. Well, you're saying I can get to there?
Oh, I'm sorry. You already moved. You went 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. You can get to this square next to the fire pit.
Okay, I noticed what happened with the 10. I'll go ahead and... Is it this one?
Yep.
Okay. I'll go to there. That gives me 5... 5... Every one is 10, is what you're saying, every day.
The first one is 5, the second one is 10, then the next one is 5, and the one after that is 10. So it's 5, 10, 20. Or, I'm sorry, 5, 15, 20.
15, 25.
20.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Right, it alternates, because otherwise you can go, in a straight diagonal and you actually get extra movement compared to running in a straight line.
Alright, well, I've gotten closer. That kind of helps. I have a dagger, so I'm going to take my dagger and throw it at the rope and try and cut it.
Okay, make an attack a ranged attack with your dagger. It's a pretty big rope. You are pretty strong, but you are still 20 feet away from it.
17.
17 hits. Your dagger slices through the rope as this one falls off, and the tent begins to sway towards Brood and Hypes before becoming a little unstable. You see the canvas is starting to flap in the wind, but it is still standing.
Right. And I maxed out my movement there, right?
Yes.
Alright, that's it.
All right.
3 of the...
3 of the 4. Seyua says, "Oh no, I don't think you're going anywhere." She jumps down to here, and she is going to... You see her open her mouth again, but this time, instead of that green liquid bubbling up from inside of her, it's this green and silver smoke. As she breathes this gas out in a cone in front of her. I need a tier and Lugdash, as well as these guards, to make a Constitution saving throw.
A Constitution.
Yes.
Solid 7 on that one, boss.
Okay.
10.
You are both slowed. You can't. What?
Be a dexterity. Like,
Nope.
try and get out.
It's Constitution. It's a gas that comes out of her mouth. Your speed is halved. You cannot use reactions, and you cannot make more than one attack on your turn for the next minute.
What was that called?
We're gonna call it suffocating. I don't know what else to call it.
Said speed is halved, and what else is halved?
Your speed is halved. You can't make more than one attack on your turn, and you cannot use reactions.
So does that keep?
You can't.
It's a bonus action.
No, you can use your Kai points.
Okay.
And that is all she's going to do. Atir, you are up. Hype's on deck.
Right. Well then, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my flurry of blows. So one attack and then.
You cannot make more than one attack on your turn.
Yes, but the key point is 2.
You cannot make more than one attack on your turn. You're using your bonus action with the Kai points to use Flurry of Blows, which is making a second attack.
So can I use the Kai point to make?
You can only hit her once. You can only attack her once. You get one attack to her.
Well,
Yeah.
I roll my 1 unarmed strike and an
18. You turn and punch her square in the face as she is still kind of recovering from spitting this gaseous cloud out at you. Go ahead and roll some damage.
And I would also inflict up.
Okay.
Target must succeed on a strength/dex. It's the D. Strength.
Okay, which
Or you
is
can either push it 5.
which is what? What is the DC I'm shooting for? I have to know if it fails or succeeds.
Don't incriminate yourself.
How do you,
Your proficiency bonus is 3.
Strength.
"17." She gets pushed 5 feet back into the tent. As you punch her in the mouth, she kind of recoils and her feet slide backwards. How much damage does she take?
8.
8 points of damage.
That's crazy that Denver spits acid on it. And it
Just like
Winds up and punches it square in the nose. Kind of catches her by surprise, the fact that she has just been punched in the face. Atir, does that complete your turn? Okay, Hypes, you are up. Guards are on deck with Demi after that.
I would like to ask, are those two horses on that carriage?
The one
On
is.
that is?
Yeah, the one is attached. The one that looks like it's this black one is attached to the carriage. The other one is free.
Okay.
They
I
were
would
purposefully set up like that.
I'd like to mount that horse. Nakama's gonna hop in the carriage. I'm going to scream to everybody. Hop on, guys. We gotta get the fuck out of here. And I'm gonna kind of just, I'm gonna kind of sit there for a hot sec. I'm not still within that dragon's vision.
She cannot see you. No.
Okay. Yeah,
Need to
I'm gonna
move you.
park it there for now.
Okay, I'm
I
fixing this.
scream for everyone's attention to look my way and see that I'm on this horse with like a wagon, so let's get out. But I have already spoken with Food when he got on the side of the tent there about cutting down this thing, so I'm kind of just signal that, waiting for the thing to
Okay. Atir, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw again, by the way. Again. Yes. Again. Okay, so that completes your turn, Hypes.
yeah, and Nakama's mad chilling.
Okay.
18.
18, you are no longer suffocating. The guards, completely ignoring your request, Hypes, are out of here.
I didn't
Base.
request for it.
These
I
guys
was-
are
I was telling
all.
my party that. Shit about them.
You guys are all still suffocating, so they barely move. Okay. That is their turn. They're just trying to get out without dying. Demi, you are up, Brood on deck.
There's no way that I can.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You could go to this square behind Luke Dash, one of these two.
If I were to do that and do that, I would hit. And
If you are casting in a 5-foot wide line,
did it.
you could go here and miss both of them by going in this line right here.
Okay. I cast another work to
Okay. Must make a dexterity saving throw.
Trying to
She
light it on fire?
succeeds. No.
Are you sure?
Rolled a 19. Sorry.
Sure.
Look out for us, guys. I'm just fucking
Yeah.
seems that way right now.
Half damage.
Much damage.
Yep. Are you also trying to clip the tent on your way in?
Sure, why not?
Okay. You either clip the tent or you clip a tier. There's not really a perfect line for you to get in and just get her.
The territory. Trying.
Okay.
So not much damage.
You have to do that, and it depends on what level you cast it at. Yep. Third is 4d8.
So it
Yep. Seven. As the flames come in, they clip her hand before she kind of shuffles out of the way of it. She looks at you and says, "You bitch!" And you see, as your line of flames was going out, you clipped this wooden pole here on the side, and you have ignited this pole. Does that complete your turn, Demi? Yeah, you only have your 25 total feet. Yep. All right, Brood, you are up. Whoops. Luke Dash on deck.
Sweet.
Taking a lot longer than I thought, bud.
Is that it?
As far as I can.
Okay, you don't want to do anything? You're going to ready an action? You're going to throw something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can't you like throw something? Couldn't you like jump or like anything?
Odd.
You can use your action to dash and get to the rope.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ash is like
Sure.
in turn can't attack or do anything else. It's just basically your bonus move.
yeah.
What you double your movement speed. So you go another 30 feet.
But I can't. Can I do it or can I not do it? So,
You cannot. Yeah, it's an action.
Hold out the stake.
It's an action to cut the rope.
then
So. Okay, Luke Dash, you are up. Seyua's on deck.
I am halved on movement speed, and I can only attack once. And what was the last thing?
You have no reaction.
But still got it. All right, whatever. 5. Yeah. Second one. Waste the shit.
Hop in the wagon.
I couldn't make it to you if I wanted to. I'm half moving speed. I was gonna go tackle that pole, but right of a tier. So the one on the left is on fire, right?
Yes, this one is on fire. I don't have any tokens ready for this. I should have probably.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to just help that one that's on fire along. So, and there.
Starts.
Let me go ahead and basically attack that pole there and try and knock it down.
Go ahead and make an attack on the pole.
Me too.
Go ahead and roll some damage for the pole.
14.
as you hack at this ignited pole, it seems like the flames that Demi has put on it are very clearly magical, but seem to weaken this wood significantly. With one hack, one full swing into this, you cleave it down, and the top of the pole from waist high collapses down and out. So like, let's see if I can. It's like laying this way. If you pretend that this is the pole.
Gotcha.
Out to here.
The tapestry drops a little bit there in front of the door.
It does. The top like quarter from the bottom left to the top right is covered by the tapestry, which is starting to ignite very quickly.
Right. I'm gonna move back. Wait, did I max out? I think I might have maxed out.
Okay, can you roll a Constitution saving throw for me?
I step in the gas.
You're trying to shake off the gas.
T- 10.
You do not shake off the gas. Does that complete your turn, Luke Dash?
That's it.
All right. Seyua, seeing that you have just hacked this pole down and that there are flames coming in from outside, looks and says, "You guys are in way over your heads," and jumps over top of you a tier. You do get an attack of opportunity as she hops over you, if you would like it.
Actual. Fire.
10, you take a swing at her and you miss. You do see that some of the flames have kind of clipped her as she's coming out through the tapestry, but she is a dragon and this is a piece of cloth. So, you know.
But like when you stay like,
Like,
she
I mean, you see her get it kind of burns her a bit, but like, what do you mean noticeably affected?
like adds in theory.
Ah,
I think
Dead.
she's not dead. But she leaps up, seeing as how everybody is abandoning her. Please lock in place. No. Oh, okay. And good. She has begun to fly as she jumps out of the tent. She spreads her wings and flaps hard once, and she is now hovering, looking like she is ready to abandon this folly. She also goes an additional 40 feet because she flies.
She's leaving.
she's right here.
No, we're not supposed to kill her yet.
And she is.
I scream up at her and call her a coward.
Wait, didn't you have an attack of opportunity on her?
He did. He missed. Yeah. Atir, you are up. Hypes, you are on deck.
Is it possible?
She is like 20 feet in the air, as well as 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet on the ground from you. Do you have any way to get there?
I'm trying to think. How far away am I?
40 linear feet plus another 20 feet.
Yeah, what's
Oh, was that
how do
50,
you, how do you know,
60 feet?
What's your jumping?
Uh,
Is it half of your movement?
yeah.
I'm gonna eat, and I'm gonna jump.
Oh, you're trying to jump vertically.
Yes.
Okay, you don't have a 25-foot vertical. You can long jump with a sprint run up half of your movement. You can't run and then vertical up half your movement. You can't just jump up 25 feet. Fen can. She's a frog. Trying to break the rules of physics here.
I'm just gonna.
Okay. What are the range on your darts? 2060?
Yeah.
Okay, so roll with disadvantage to hit her. Yeah, so you could get closer and then roll a straight attack.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. I think there, we'll call it. It'll be close enough.
All right. Oh, sweet.
13, you throw a dart up in the air. As she flaps her wings, your dart sails past her and misses. Hypes, you are up.
Escape.
It's gonna be super cool though.
Yeah, I thought all my. And you say it out loud. It's like, yeah. Fuck you.
Well, the other option was murdering a tier.
Oh, things happen.
I thought he had fire.
I thought he was gonna die at the beginning of this.
I guess I'm just gonna ride this horse and carriage over to the rest of the squad over. If you could move me and I don't know if that.
No.
Oh,
You're on the horse and you want it right here.
yeah.
Okay.
This part is fucking brutal. It's like, well, I guess I was gonna cut this last row.
No, I'm cutting it. I don't know.
Okay. It's
Too late.
it's his thing. It's his dog. I don't have a dog. I gave him a bear. I think that was the best I had at the time. It's fine. Okay, so you have brought the horse and the cart over, and you are doing anything else? You gonna cast a spell up at her? You just gonna let her go? What are you doing here? Okay. You're a level 7 druid, and you just have not done anything to fight her.
Well, you just say a dragon comes out of fucking woodwork.
Yeah. Yeah, the dragon does come out of the woodwork.
Fuck it. Did this bitch ruin the escape plan? Cast fireball in my hand. Throw it. Allowed to. Aim for.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
$30.
74.
So. Fucking nat 20.
Natural 20.
That bitch out of the sky.
Go ahead and roll damage to hit her wings. What were you intending on just hitting her wings, or were you intending on hitting her wings and knocking her out of the sky? Okay. Roll some damage.
Spell increase D8. 5. So it. Three. Shot that bitch right out of the sky.
D8 got you a 3.
3. Okay. So you do hit her wings, and she falls a little bit here as you hit her wing and you pierce a hole through it. It doesn't look like there's a
Not done, by the way. Spell. Cantrip.
but does that cantrip use a bonus action or a action?
That cantrip says action.
So it uses an action, so you don't have a
Take that
spell.
back.
Would you like to take those 3 points of damage back and or I'm sorry, 6 points of damage because natural 20, and cast an actual spell instead, or was that your plan, was to just hit her in the wing with the fireball?
I thought I was gonna follow it. So I'll take that back, and is she like currently moving?
She's flying away.
Never mind. She'll just take the 3 damage.
Okay. 6 points, yes. She does it. You do put a hole through her wing, and she does seem to struggle a little bit with her next flap, and as she falls a little bit from you, hitting her in the wing. And these guys are still very slowly running away, trying to get away from this. They see her flying, and they all start to scatter some more. They just want nothing to do with this. This isn't what they signed up for. This guy's gone. Demi, you are up. Brood on deck. Fuck him.
Green.
I can take it.
It's a 5-foot radius. And that's gonna shoot right.
It's a 5-foot radius on wherever you hit.
Yeah. I shoot. A direct run.
No,
Or
like
kill
you.
the kill.
No, you'll like sidestep it to shoot it.
Whatever.
She's up in the air. It's
Like,
yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna fade away.
Ice knife. All right. Is ice knife an attack or a save?
Green.
All right. Go ahead and roll an attack with ice knife. Or it is an attack and a save. Okay. You did not hit, but the shard does explode.
Yeah.
But she succeeds with her dexterity saving throw. Actually, she fails. I'm sorry. She failed. She failed. It was cocked. It was cocked. I grabbed it too early.
You said cop.
I did.
Go ahead.
So she fails her save.
Okay. Hold on.
2d6 cold damage.
Yes. Dexterity save. 3.
Oh, you cast it at second level. Okay. Yes. Yep.
So
14 cold damage. She doesn't get slowed or anything, does she?
does not say it.
Okay. As your ice knife itself misses, the explosion and subsequent shards of ice make contact, and you see Seyua kind of shiver a little bit as her wings begin to show signs of tear, and you even see a little splurt of blood come off of her back and roll down her side as she's flying away. Does that complete your turn? Are you hopping in the cart or anything? No.
Okay.
You want to move? All right, Brood, you are up. Luke Dash on deck.
Chop the rope.
Chops the rope. As you slice it, the canvas caves in from the bottom, this middle pole still standing as of right now. The canvas folds in, and the ever quickly spreading fire that has ignited on the canvas is beginning to engulf the tent. The radius of it, I guess I can adjust it, is now, it's like this big after the canvases have come inside, right? The walls have closed in from the ropes being pulled. It is now the same height, but this smaller version of itself.
I'm scared. Have any sort of damage right now?
Nope. No, because the flames are started on the other side of the tent, and the canvas is just now billowing inwards. So the whole thing has not completely engulfed in flames yet, but it is going to catch very quickly. Yes. Now you would turn and see, as in your elation of cutting the last rope and the canvas going in, you turn and see a dragon flying away from your party.
Still got the cart.
Still got the cart. All right, Brood, that's all you're doing? All right, Luke Dash, you are up. Seyua on deck.
Imagine your journey crawling out of the tent, having this shit down. You come swinging around cutting these ropes, and then you just see the dragon fly.
So,
You go, huh? Aww.
I mean, everyone else is attacking this dragon, right? Let's got. Can I do my Constitution saving throw first, or no?
No, you have to do it at the end of your turn. Yes, I know.
Certainly don't have it. All right, we're gonna do a little running start with a javelin here and just give it a shot.
Okay, roll an attack with the javelin.
Same wing. Assume it's the right wing. I think that's the one that everyone's hitting, so would assume that's the one I got a line of sight on.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely aim for the one that has a hole in it.
All right. Yeah. 22.
22 hits. Go ahead and roll
Is this the black
damage.
javelin, by the way.
The black javelin.
Game of Thrones.
Oh.
The Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit. Sorry.
Ah, yes, the harpoon.
Arrow. So 22, and solid 6 there.
6 damage. She drops a little more as the javelin goes through her wing. It does go through her wing and then pierce kind of back into her. It almost like pinches as she's flapping her wing down. It almost pinches her wing down against her side. You hit meat with it, so the wing is no longer functioning.
Can I kill the dragon?
How's our doing this so far, by the way? And like this, I don't mean the dragon, but like you're not obliterated yet, and I'm so proud of you.
Thanks. Killing it.
So she's with her. You can make your Constitution saving throw, Luke Dash.
Oh, yeah. Another 10.
Still suffocating. As she comes to the ground, she skids a couple feet, turns, and immediately runs back in, saying, "I guess we have unfinished business." And being the one person that's in front of her, she's going to take a bite and 2 claw attacks at you, Atir, as you have regained her interest in this encounter.
Yes.
All right, so everything north of a 19 hits, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just double checking. She bites down on you as you put your arms up to kind of pseudo block, and she just starts gnawing on your arms for 14 piercing damage. And then after she chomps on your arms, she takes a swing with her claws for 7 damage, and then an additional 16 damage.
An additional 16?
That was a pretty hefty roll there.
Alright, guys.
Nope, not 16.
Negative 4 hit.
9 plus 4, 13.
Also.
Still dead. Atir, you guys watch as you have sparked the interest back in this dragon fighting you, as it turns around in its anger from being knocked out of the sky in its retreat. It comes back and chomps down and slashes at Atir, and you watch him collapse to the ground unconscious. And that's where we're going to stop right now.
So, like, if it's like a week and he's still, like, not moving, is
If you
he
guys could
dead?
please carry my dead body with you. No, he's just sleeping.
It's like that redheaded.
Yeah, the redheaded orc. He's sleeping.
You can tell they're dreaming if you can see their entrails.
Yeah, exactly. They're heavy.
Alright, so we're stopping there.
We're stopping there.
We had a chance not to die, and then we're like, oh, yeah, let's just keep pissing it off as it runs away.
You guys are idiots.
It was trying to leave. It was done with you guys.
I just threw a fireball at it.
You guys have no self-preservation instincts.
What?
Maybe
No
it,
self-preservation.
bro, you gotta realize,
You
like,
traded yourself to a necromaniac.
yeah, you're not one to talk. Second off,
He said, "I'll be your
like, you
prisoner."
gotta keep in mind, like, this all started from, like, last time we played, which was, like, a while ago. Him just goes, I snap her neck.
Hell yeah. I'm so sick of me, dude.
Like,
Yeah, we were
it's
supposed
like,
to be in
don't
agreement.
me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm over here just like, what just happened?
So mad.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was a good idea. I had like a few good ideas.
I
we were
also
gonna
thought it was a good
represent, I had
idea.
a fucking thing, we were skedaddle.
Hey, whatever you did to prepare for tonight, let's do it again.
month from now.
Not playing next week.
3
dude?
months from now.
No, Christmas is the day before.
I don't know if we'll play next week because
I-
Dad's
I-
coming
I
out.
may- yeah, I
I
might.
don't plan on seeing any of you fucks next week. All right.
It will be goddamn.
What if I want to go go karting?
That's a Colton thing. Actually,
Do you not know how to
I enjoy
go-kart?
go karting, so
Yeah.
I would go. So
Exactly.
I take that back.
Yeah.